right. Welcome back, everybody, to the CBG here for another D&D session. Running Curse of Strahd. Well, I guess without further ado, let's go ahead and jump into what's been going on. So our party, last we left off, are still in Vallaki. They had where they are, and I'm still trying to get a wedding dress for the Abbot in Krezk, where they were um, given the option to return with a wedding dress. Then they will be given 3 revives if they were so need to doing some reviving. But also finding out that the same offer was given to the Burgermeister's family. If they were to provide the dress, that he would revive their recently deceased son. So, escorting the burger mistress to Vallaki, they find out that dress couldn't get made in time. But the Baroness of Vallaki happened to have one. And some shenanigans later, they the Baroness offered them the dress in the if they would do her a favor. A couple of her servants have gone missing, trying to find out what. Long story short, turns out their son killed them. Um, somewhat unintentionally, I guess, as he found a spell book and was trying to make a teleportation circle without the full instructions, as that particular spell was partially ripped and damaged. So he's just kind of guessing. And the 2 unfortunate souls that were test subjects in the matter um, were destroyed upon trying to use the spell. Um. Anyways, they got the inform the Baroness of the situation. They retrieved the dress. And that night, as Karabar was roaming the town, bumped into another familiar face, Irena, the person that they escorted to Vallaki the first time in through Barovia. Apparently, she has been having weird feelings and dreams about a certain snowy area and a fountain or pond or puddle or something. The visions are pretty vivid, but not clear. But Karabar seems to think that maybe she needs to go to the only place they've seen that was snow, and that was the village of Krezk. We go ahead and come in now. It is the next day.
Oh, sweet.
And Karabar, you wake up kind of sore from sleeping on a wooden bench inside the church. But yeah, we wake up in the morning. The day is yours.
Yeah, is Irena near me?
Not at the moment.
I'll stretch and sort of I would do my morning prayers. Yeah, I'm gonna do them anyway, even though I'm in a different church. I'll do my morning prayers, real quickly, sort of like guiltily, and then I'll gather my things and sort of try to find Irena.
Sure. It takes a moment, and probably not too long after you do your prayers and stretches and stuff like that, she comes back out of one of the back rooms and sees you.
Are there beds back there?
There's a central area that is the main like chapel hall. That's where the pews and the altar in the front and stuff like that. And there are 2 doors that lead towards the back. You haven't gone back there, but I guess you assume that there might be a room or 2 back there.
Oh, I ask Irena. Are there beds back there?
There's just the one spare bedroom that I am using.
Well, okay. I guess it is. I guess you can have it. Yeah. Well, you ready to meet up with the gang? They're at the local inn.
Sure.
All right, and I'll just lead her back to the inn, and hopefully everyone else is up and ready.
Sure. What's everyone else doing?
Want to
Um,
try another meat pie for breakfast?
Sure. The tavern dude makes you a meat pie. Um, you eat it. Still a great meat pie, just not the same as the fabled pie that you've eaten so long ago.
I appreciate the craftsmanship, but I still think you need to try some new recipes out. Something isn't quite right, you know.
I'll take that under advisement.
Did Karabar tell anybody he wasn't coming back to the inn? I feel like he went off to go do his own stuff and just never came back, right? So like none of us know what it is.
I don't know, Karabar. Did you let them know
No,
where you were
no,
going?
no, I didn't. I mean, I couldn't afford a room anyway, so they could assume I was sleeping outside, like I have done in the past.
I guess Saloon didn't provide.
Oh, she did actually. I had a very nice place to sleep. It was very comfortable.
And walk in with your
Oh.
neck all.
Yeah.
About how big is Vlaki, like as a city, like square mileage wise?
Square mileage wise, let me see. The map might say something. It is from gate to gate, it's about a mile wide.
Okay, cool. I would be up pretty early. Let the natural spirits, help me switch my spells out and stuff. I don't sleep very well, and I usually sleep on the roof. Just kind of like connected to like the outside and nature and all that good stuff. But I will be up pretty early, and back in the day when I was originally sniffing for those herbs,
Mm-hmm.
I remember there was a specific kind of direction that I definitely knew I smelled some of them in.
Mm-hmm.
I would be going toward that gate, and I want to ritually cast locate animals and plants. Um, and this spell it takes is a ritual. So, but describe the name of a specific kind of beast or plant, considering concentrating on the voice of nature in your surroundings. You learn the distinction and distance. Direction and distance. I can't read right now. To the closest creature or plant of that kind within 5 miles, if any are present. So I want to try to like expand my senses to see if I can like ping any of the herbs I need for the healing potions and kind of
Okay.
like the general distance and amount that's like around, I guess, or direction they are, I guess.
Okay. You go ahead and do so. You're just looking for like certain like specialty herbs that'll help you craft potions, correct?
Yeah.
Okay. You do get a ping. And it's um not a like a super ping. This is not like, the mother load, but you do get little dots here and here of like some decent growths. Um, and it is south of your position. And it's about 2.5 miles out.
Okay. Okay. Cool. So I would kind of just take that knowledge and kind of give like a mental map of like distance and direction and kind of keep that in mind. So
Mhm.
when people start waking up, I will come together and just be like, I think I have an efficient way of finding these healing potion herbs that we were talking about before. It's not very many, and they're about 2 miles outside of town in the forest. But I have a pretty strong understanding of where they are, so sniffing them out should be much easier.
Okay. Are they in the direction of the witch's hut?
Are they in the directions of the witch's hut?
You got a direction of what they are. I'd say if you were to use like that information about like, okay, so it's about 2.5 miles out from where I was. If you use it in relation to the map, whoever holds that,
Mm-hmm.
you can go and see like it's kind of near the it's not necessarily near the witch's hut. You'll be going to it, but what it does tell you is that this location is in the heart of the forest that is south of Valaki, in with its very depths.
Okay. Okay, cool. So yeah, not a direct line, but kind
Not
of
a
in the
direct
same
line,
direction.
yeah. But yeah, it's like it's you can see that like all these little dots are kind of centralized in this little forest. And it makes sense as no one really goes into the forest just because that's where a lot of danger lies. The only
Mm-hmm.
people that may go in the forest or even is brave enough to go in the forest is maybe some hunters who are like looking
Mm-hmm.
for wolves specifically. Um, but usually even then they only stick to the outskirts of the woods for safety measures. Um,
Okay.
so you could attempt going into these woods, but you think that okay, well if we do go into these woods, um, it'll definitely be an adventure.
Mm-hmm. Gotcha. Okay. So yeah, I convey that. Like I'm not trying to make it seem less dangerous than it is, but for healing, for the option of potentially having healing potions, I think it might be worth it.
Okay. How effective are these healing potions?
Um, yeah, I guess I would know exactly what plants I was getting. So like, would I know if it was like superior healing or like just regular healing potions kind of thing?
It's with what you know about base alchemical stuff like that, and what you can
Hmm.
produce with the herbalism kit is you can make any type of potion. It just depends on the amount, quality, and time you spend refining this potion.
Hmm.
Um, so
And I imagine the quality is probably not great considering like you said, they're like very like minor
well,
pins.
you never know. I mean, even though they're very minor pins, you might find a small batch of high quality ingredients. There's just not a
True.
whole abundance of them where you just grab them in mass.
Gotcha.
So you imagine that the pings that you do get, like maybe um, each pip can maybe hold a um, enough herbs to maybe craft a potion, depending. I'm gonna look up some stats on potion making and stuff like that. So just go ahead
Hmm.
and carry on with your stuff.
Okay. Yeah. But that's pretty much what I wanted to say. I'm not going to force anybody to go with me. I'm definitely not going by myself. But that's a potential option for us for the day.
I mean, wouldn't it be ironic if, like, we died on our way to the Earth?
Ready?
Yeah, that would be pretty shitty.
How much
Nothing
time do
ventured,
we have
nothing gained.
to get the dress back again?
I think 4 more
About
days, right?
now, yeah, you about have like 4 or 5 more days.
And it takes like, it was like a day's journey back to Krezk.
Correct. Yes.
Yeah, but what's her name doesn't want to wait
Yeah.
around.
Obviously, since you have dress in hand, Anna is very eager to get back to Krezk as soon as possible.
Well, I imagine at this point I would probably enter the inn with Irena, and I would explain to the gang, hey, I know we're sort of waiting on Falco's crafted object to be created by the jeweler, but Irena, the gang, Irena is here again. This is Anna.
Irena!
She also needs to go to Krezk.
I told you the abbot didn't kill her.
Yeah, you were right, and it's a good thing. It's a good thing you guys cooled me down. I told you, Irena, I was defending your honor, but it was unnecessary. There's some weird shit there.
So, we're just chauffeuring everybody, aren't we? Why aren't we charging for this?
That's a good question.
How much you got, Irena?
I mean, I was hoping you would do it out of the kindness of your hearts, but if you're charging, maybe I'll just wait until
No,
I can
it's
find
fine,
other
Irena.
methods.
We can take you. I'm sure that we'll get around to some payments or you reimbursing us in some way. It's fine.
Irena, where's your brother?
He's still here in town. He's still at the church. He kind of doesn't know that I'm leaving, and it would probably be best if he didn't. I know he can kind of be a little overprotective.
Why are you leaving?
I just have this urge, this feeling. I've been having these dreams about a place that I need to go to that's been calling me. And I described the location to Karabar here, and he believes that it might be Krezk.
Do you think Strahd is sending you these dreams?
I don't know, but they keep appearing to me every night. And
We
it's
saw a shadowy figure that looked like him that appeared every night on the road over your body. So.
Oh yeah, we never told you about that, did we?
No.
Oh, did we not?
No.
Yeah, pretty sure Strahd was there and he was like looming over you. Also, the abbot wants to marry a woman to Strahd who looks just like you. That's probably important too.
Yes, Karabar mentions something about that. That's incredibly odd.
Do you know? Like, what's up with that?
I don't know.
Who's your mom?
I never knew her. Like I said, I was adopted into the family. I never knew my parent.
Pretty sure your dad's Strahd.
Well, I don't know if that's the dad because he wants to marry a girl that looks just like Irena. So that's
Her mom.
Yeah, exactly.
right. But like, isn't it identical to Irena?
Yeah, they're her mom back in the day.
Yeah.
I guess. I don't think it's the dad though.
I'm pretty. Do you have any vampire powers?
That is a good question.
No.
Do you have any powers?
No.
I mean, you're seeing visions.
Yeah, that's why it's bugging me.
I think those powers are manifesting. You're starting to tap into your vampire origins.
I've been like around.
I feel like I'm being interrogated.
We think out loud.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, we don't know very much, and this is the only way we can sometimes figure things out. Sometimes.
And can I give an insight check while we're at it? Because
Yeah,
I
go
am
ahead.
definitely interrogating.
We're not interrogating you, inside check.
Oh, I'm interrogating. I think she's being mind controlled. I got a 19 on my insight.
19. After you guys are asking all these questions and stuff like that, you're looking at her expressions. And she does look like she has. Anytime that you're mentioning Strahd and she has this definitely expression of like confusion and worry. Um, and then as far as like when it was asking about like the visions and stuff like that, or even asking her about her past, she has this kind of air of just she wants to answer but can't. Like she doesn't. She actually has no idea. Um, and so it's just like you kind of get the sense that she's telling the truth. She's being bothered by these visions that keep appearing to her every night, and she wants to solve them to either get them to stop or to figure out what their meaning is.
Okay, yeah, out of character. My running theory is she's Strahd's daughter and doesn't know it.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. I don't know. I don't think so. I don't think. I think that she is like the descendant of a ancient lover of Strahd's. Maybe the corpse is. I don't know. Yeah, I got nothing really.
Okay, that could work too. Strahd could be hella old.
Well, and that's what I'm saying. Like, how long has Strahd been ruling over Barovia?
I don't know. You
Seems
haven't
like
asked.
forever.
That's fair.
Yeah, we haven't asked.
It's like you guys are asking all these questions to each other. Is like, let's go ask someone.
Yeah, maybe we should. Is there anybody around? There's the barkeep. I go up to the barkeep. Hey, to make up for the mediocre meat pie, how about you tell me, how long has like Strahd been around?
He takes slight offense. Um,
Better meat
but overall, he like thinks for a moment. Is Strahd's been here for our as long as I can remember. He's been here for centuries since Barovia has been founded. He's actually one of the he's the one that actually took control of these lands, and he's been kind of the sole heir of this place.
Is it like a library or anything nearby? Or his
Um,
historian, maybe?
I wouldn't say there's any like library or like place of knowledge. Um, some of the churches might have some tapestries or pieces of historical knowledge that they have kept.
Is Esmeralda around?
Um, Strangely, no. You haven't actually found Esmeralda. She found another place to sleep or something, but has not regrouped with you yet.
Well, we have the rest of the day before we need to pick up Falco's things. I am open to doing some searching.
I can get it in the morning. I talked to the jeweler. I can get it in the morning.
You mean now?
So essentially,
Okay.
so I figured we finish our conversation before I went.
Oh, okay. Well then, let's grab your shit, find Esmeralda, and head to Krezk.
Well, I want to. So we don't want to do the potion run.
I feel like we can do that on the way, right? Like, head on the trail. You do your little sniffing in the air, pop off the trail real quick, grab what you need, and just so like killing several birds with several stones.
And was
Two birds.
the was it on the way to Crest what I was finding? Because my thing is, if we go into the woods, we're going to have to bring them with us, and then either someone's going to have to stay behind with them, or we have to bring them into the woods with us.
True. I guess we could do that real quick before we set off.
Yeah, like Esmeralda can hold her own, but not Isabel or Anna,
Right.
right?
But isn't it
The
like
woods are
far
super
into
dangerous,
the
apparently.
woods where people don't usually like go? I feel like it's
Yeah,
not just gonna be a quick hike. I feel like
yeah.
it's gonna be an ordeal if we go into these woods.
It's like 2.5 miles in there through thick, deep woods.
Maybe we'll
Hmm.
add it to our route of side adventures
I feel like
that
we
we're
should
collecting.
return to Krezk first and then do potions after Krezk. Because,
Yeah.
I mean,
I
you
think
know, I'm going to feel real guilty if we have this wedding dress and then we don't save this lady's kid.
Hmm.
For
You
sure,
know?
and I think I can also try to find if there are any closer. I can sense any of them within a 5 mile radius of where I am. So when we get over to Krezk, I can try again and see if
And in the meantime,
see if
I'm
that
quite an
helps.
efficient healer. You know, if you guys end up getting injured, I can help you out in that sense up until we get potions.
I
That's
mean,
fair. Esmeralda almost killed me once.
Right,
Brought me back.
I did. Well, Saloon brought you back. I'm just a conduit.
Oh shit! I just realized, according to this map, 5 miles is pretty much all of Barovia.
Yeah,
Not
it's yeah, the map here is weird. Um it says each square is a quarter mile,
yeah.
but then I have the map of actual Vallaki. It showed that Vallaki itself is a mile wide. So I don't know how
Hmm.
consistent these maps are.
Yeah, I was supposed to say because that would mean the Vlaki would be 4 squares, which is yeah okay.
Like
Yes,
every hexagon is a quarter mile.
That's what it says. Like
that's
in the
what
corner, it says 1 square equals quarter mile.
But they're not squares.
but they're not squares, yeah.
Yeah, they're hexagons.
The
yeah.
only square I see is the map itself. So by that logic,
This is
But
a
yeah, so I
weird.
was just using like Vallaki as kind of a template, like 2 squares is a mile. So
Hmm.
yeah.
Okay, yeah, that makes more sense.
I should clarify
Yeah.
too if
Okay.
anybody's watching. Because Megan's computer's in the shop, I have my computer hooked up to the TV up here. So that's why I'm staring up into space sometimes. I'm looking up at the other side.
I'm definitely paying attention though.
Okay, let me open up the map real quick. There we go.
And yeah, so let's grab an acorn, go to Krezk, possibly herbs, then pies.
Hmm.
I suppose. I mean, we do have to look for those seeds, right? So we could just loop around and hit up the windmill.
Hmm.
Maybe
And
that's
yeah,
the secret ingredient in the pies.
it's the third missing seed.
Hmm.
She's just grinding it up and putting it in pies.
Maybe.
Could be.
And
I
then she
don't know
has
what
a
makes them so
limited
good.
supply of pies then, huh?
It's something.
We better get there before she runs out of seed, huh?
That's what I've been trying to go back.
That's correct. We'll get there eventually. It's fine. There we go. I'm sure that helps, yeah.
There we go. So, heading to Krezk. Grab your thing from the jeweler.
Yeah?
I'm ready to roll.
I guess if anyone else wants to come with me, I'm gonna do a quick once over of the town to see if I can find Esmeralda.
I'll go with you.
Cool.
And I suppose I'll go with Falco to the jeweler, so no one's alone.
Sounds good.
Sure.
Thank you.
Okay.
I got you. I got you, buddy.
Irena and Anna, just
Way,
wait
way
here.
safer.
Okay. So you leave the NPCs at the tavern.
Anna, this is Arena. Arena, Anna.
You're friends now, okay? Bye.
um all right. So Karabar, we'll start with you. Where do you go first?
I have no idea where Esmeralda might be, so
Go ahead and run me a perception check.
cool.
It worked really well for me last time, so I'm just gonna, in the middle of town, Esmeralda!
I'm gonna guide myself. Perception, you say? Okay.
Hmm.
Ah, not another one of these days. Oh no. Uh, fuck me running. 10. Oh. This digital fucking die is cursed.
I'm sorry, what was the number?
It was a 10.
A 10? That's not too bad. You are able to spot her, but it does take you like 30 minutes to an hour of just wandering around, just kind of looking around. You
Does
eventually
Leak screaming
do.
help at all?
It does a little bit.
Sweet.
But you do find her at the fuck, what was the place again?
Church.
Ba-
Jewel.
the
Blacksmith.
the stockyards, the shop
Oh,
basically.
that's right.
That's right.
I forgot about that.
You kind of see her leaving the area with like a bag full of goodies and stuff like that.
Oh, I know what's coming. That's right.
Esmeralda, hey, good. I'm glad you're still okay. We're getting ready to head out of town. If you wanted to rejoin with us.
Sure. Are you leaving so soon?
Yeah, we got to get Anna back to town so that she can revive her dead son.
Interesting. Okay.
Yeah, it's kind of a time crunch.
Yeah, it's like a whole thing.
Yeah, it's all good. It's all good. We also got another new follower. Her name is Irena. I don't know if you know her, but she's a lady. She's at the inn.
Name doesn't sound familiar.
Yeah, no worries. She can handle herself in a fight as well, so I think it'll be okay.
What you got there?
Some stuff to replenish to those of what I've lost.
Yep. What's the damage?
Well, luckily for you, they didn't have a whole lot of high quality things that I had previously. So I had to stick to the basics.
Okay,
And
all right.
with the exorbitant markup here for imported things,
Yeah, it's pretty pricey.
I'd say you owe me 300 gold.
Oh my god!
What did you buy?
Things to slay a vampire.
Okay, well now I'm just curious what things slay vampires. What are they weak to?
What'd you buy?
One vial of holy water.
Mm.
Definitely a bundle of steaks.
Good.
I think a bushel of garlic, and some other knickknacks and stuff like that to rope, climbing gear, things that might help get into his castle or give us an advantage if we meet him outside.
Okay, all right. While we're here, I'll definitely pay you back. Is the shopkeeper around?
I mean, I just left. Store's open.
Got any more ball bearings?
Did I buy ball bearings? No, I do not buy ball.
Oh, okay. I misunderstood. Yes, I want to go into the shop and see if the guy restocked on ball bearings.
Oh, yeah, you go into the store and ask for ball bearings. No, they did not.
Nope. Okay. I'll find more. All right, I'll come back out, start counting out 300 freaking gold pieces.
You have 300 gold?
Yeah, I got 425 left.
Yeah, you're the only one who spent all your money.
Yeah.
I have 0 of anything. To be fair, I give it all away.
Yeah. I say I've lost at least 300 trying to find pies too.
Yeah. Well, I think you originally put 250 down, and then Karabar put the rest in of what he had to make over
It's
like
20
300 gold.
Something like that. I
That's
don't remember.
right.
Must have been 40 or something.
something like that. Yeah,
I
I
didn't
think
have
like
a lot.
put 47 or something like that.
Yeah.
And then
I
and
mean,
then that
It's
just
not like it's
vanished.
gonna matter, right?
it might show up.
Yeah,
We
you
might be
never
on the
know.
road one day, and some dude's gonna show up with a sack full of pies.
You see him; he has a golden crown on.
All right. So you find Esmeralda, hooked up with her. All right. Falco and Robert. Yeah. You guys went to the jeweler's place. You go ahead and enter in. The jeweler's there at the counter. Oh, hello. You're back. Just in time. I was just polishing this up for you.
Thank you very much. I
Yep.
really
And he
appreciate this.
produces your little acorn. Um, some of the more flourishing details aren't present, but it's Spartan enough and will function as needed.
Just like me. Excellent. This is very, very good. Thank you so much. I put it in a very safe place.
Good, good. No, pleasure doing business.
And that's me. I'm pretty much good to go.
That's a pretty cool looking acorn you got there.
Oh yes, this is this is what we in the spellcasting community call a arcane focus or material component. Um, Sometimes when you have a magical spell that you need to cast, you can't just do it from the ether. You have to like center your power through an object, and this is the object that I need to center a specific spell.
Yeah, that all makes sense.
Comprende.
It'll make more sense when I show it to you in person. But for now, I'll save the power.
Yeah, okay. Okay. I'll stick with my axe, but good for you. Good.
It's a great
Yeah.
axe.
Let's cool stuff.
Ah, yes, yes. But after you, I'm good to go. We can head out whenever you guys are ready.
Yeah, I mean, I guess we all meet back at the inn, I
Yep.
assume, since we left
Mhm.
Anna and Irena there.
Yep, reconvene right outside the inn. Yeah.
Look at us. We're 7 strong. We could probably fight Strahd right now.
Yeah, what do you think, Esmeralda?
She like looks you all over and says, "I believe if you were to fight Strahd now, you'd be turned into red mist."
Ah, well.
Like, in a cool way?
Yeah, is that a good thing?
No,
Do we
in
get
an
those
incredibly violent way.
Wow. So,
Okay.
that's just like your opinion, man.
Very well. Do
Man.
you wish to find out?
Let's head to Krezk, huh?
She got,
All right. So you guys gather your things, and start making your way outside the was it Eastern Gate? No, Western Gate.
Western, yeah.
And start making your way back towards Krezk. Anything you wish to do along the travels while you were walking?
I'm just looking around. Just
I mean, yeah, just
yeah.
traveling.
I am
Just traveling.
rambling on about the saloon and about how great she is and sort of just saying prayers and be like, so what that prayer actually means is a bit of a metaphor. It's so the moon, it's always overhead, and I'm just rambling and until
Shut
then
up
someone.
about the moon. Shut up about the moon.
We don't care.
I want to introduce Irena to Gazan. You're like, oh yeah, hey, since we last met, like we made a new friend. We're actually 8 strong, and I'm gonna pull Kazan out of my bag. His name's Kazan, and then I'm gonna pretend to voice Kazan, like, oh, nice to meet you.
Interesting. Okay, so
The most bone-chilling thing any of us have ever seen. A robot puppeting a dead head.
so as you are wandering, and Robert, you pull out the head of Kazan and show it off to um, Irena. Irena, who is kind of taken aback that you're carrying the severed head of a human in some form of liquid, kind of just gives you a worried look and goes, "Oh, nice." Um, but Esmeralda sees the head and says, "Where did you get that?"
Found it in the tower, where a leak blew up all your stuff.
So you stole that from my tower.
Was it your
It
tower?
was your tower?
I mean, he said he wanted to leave. Like, you know, we asked him to open the door, and he opened the door. You know? Like, I'm just trying to do right by Kazan. That's what he said he wanted.
That's not Kazan.
How do you know?
Because I know that is not Kazan. Kazan was the wizard who built the tower, but that is not Kazan's head.
Whose head is it?
I will let you know in just a second.
I'm just gonna whisper consolingly. It's okay to listen to her.
Oh no, is our name not gonna make any sense anymore?
You already have T-shirts.
We've been telling everybody Kazan's on our team.
Now we're gonna look like idiots.
Yeah, his name is Jan.
So, like, why was his head in there?
And who is this guy?
To you. Clearly you know him.
I don't personally know him. I happen to, know of him. He was a Vistana man. Uh, he was banished from his clan for stealing. He was traveling with he met up with a bard fellow. But Jan, this person that he was traveling with was apparently heading here to Barovia. Jan tried to steal the wagon, but apparently the person he was traveling with did not like that and severed his head.
How do you
preserve
how
it.
do you know this?
Because I was able to use I happened to had a speak with dead spell on hand, and so I used it. Talked.
Oh shit! I just remembered. I have speak with dead. Why don't we just ask him ourselves?
Yeah. I mean, ask him what he wants. Like, if he wants to be back in the tower, I'll put him back. I just, it was so boring.
Well, won't that kill him? He'll drown in the jar.
Oh
He's
yeah.
already dead.
How will we talk to him if he's in liquid? And if you take him out of the liquid, he'll start to decay. So maybe not.
How long does the spell last?
10 minutes.
How fast does the decay start, if I remember?
It's not super fast. I mean, if you take out that head, like the liquid will start to eventually like dry and evaporate and run off, and those parts that do will start to decay relatively quickly, but not super fast.
Just give him a dunk every minute or two.
Yeah, it'll be fine. We'll do it quick. Just let's prep the questions. I want to know what he wants out of the rest of his existence as a head in this jar that I procured for him.
Okay. Well, all right. Whip him out, and let me get ready to cast this spell.
Okay, I'll open the lid and I'll just be like, have my hand on him at the ready.
Okay, so I grab onto my crescent amulet, and I point at the skull, and I close my eyes, and I mutter quietly to myself, and then I say out loud, "Saloon has questions for you," and then I open my eyes, and at the same time, the head sort of opens its eyes.
I'll pull him out of the jar.
All right. So you're kind of like holding this head by the hair and stuff like that, and as you finish the spell, the eyes flash open and his mouth like opens, and you hear it taking a deep breath, even though there's no lungs attached to it. And he just kind of looks at you. So you may now ask it 5 questions.
Right. So, my voice, you hear it's sort of overlaid with like an orchestral sound. It's not really vocal. It's more like music. And I say, "Who are you?"
I am Jan.
Okay.
We already knew that, man.
Well, I wanted to make sure. I wanted to make sure.
With
Okay.
4 questions left.
I think Esmeralda's lying to us now.
Well, you never know. Okay. Next question.
He likes traveling in the jar with us.
I don't like that question. Do you like traveling in the jar with us?
I have no memory of traveling in a jar.
It's right. I'm gonna take that as a yes.
So yes.
That's a yes.
Yeah. Okay. Why did you get your head cut off?
I tried stealing the wagon that belonged to Rictavio.
Rictavio.
What a great name.
Yeah, it's a great name. It's like a parallel version of Rick.
Where is Van Richten?
I do not know of a Van Richten.
Last question. Any
You wanna know the
suggestions?
last question, yeah.
If he knows anything about the platinum dragon or the seed.
If that last question goes super broad, get as much info as possible.
What do you know about Strahd?
I know nothing of Strahd.
Fuck!
I'll put him back in the jar. Well,
Yeah,
I got
his
the answer
eyes
I
go
want.
like close back down and his mouth closes, and he goes back into his eternal slumber.
This is gonna be like a nightly thing.
I mean, we could. Yeah, we could talk to this guy every night.
Should have asked him what's up with the afterlife. You know?
Well, I know what's up with the afterlife. If you want
Could
to
have
know.
found out right then and there, is Saloon real?
Well, she's
I
definitely.
feel like. I mean, that's fair. Who's Rictavio?
Yeah, Irena / Esmeralda. Who's Rictavio?
Name doesn't ring a bell for me, Irena says. Esmeralda's, I don't know who this person is either.
Okay, but like, then how did his head end up in the tower? Do you know that? I mean,
No.
it was you liked,
I just found it up there.
but like, wasn't it Von Richten's tower before? And like, you were pals with him, right?
Yes, but as far as why, I don't question my master's things. I just know that it belonged to him and it was there.
Is Von Richten's first name Rictavio?
No.
Are you sure?
Yes.
would be a
name is
pretty
Vaughn.
sweet name if it was.
Yeah, his first name is Vaughn.
I mean, but you know what? We could still. I mean, Jan and Kazan rhyme, so it's not even that much of a change, you guys.
That's true. The
Be the
nightmares
nightmares
featuring Jan.
featuring Jan.
Not bad.
Yeah, featuring Jan.
Gotta relabel all the merch.
To the artist formerly known as Kazan.
The head formerly known as Kazan.
That's right.
Nightmares featuring the artist formerly known as Kazan.
Just
Was he an artist?
he
I mean,
was
he
a
was hanging with
thief,
bards.
and that is a type of artistry, is it not?
Yeah.
Not
He
bad.
hung around bards, you know. They say the company you keep.
That's fair.
Yeah.
All right, well, that's one mystery solved.
I'm gonna put him back in my bag.
Okay.
Krezk.
Krezk. All right. So you guys go ahead and make your way back to the walls of Krezk. And what do you do?
I think that Barovia is not nearly as dangerous as people say. Like, we've been walking around no problems. I don't know if there's like we've just been getting lucky on some behind the screen DM rolls, or if it's just really not that bad.
I mean, to be fair, somebody died like out the gate. We just avoided houses. That's the problem. Is these people be going in houses?
Yeah, right. If you just live outside, it's fine.
Mhm.
What, like a wolf once a week or something? It's easy.
Yeah.
They're actually an endangered species now.
Okay, so we got to talk to the abbot,
Hmm.
and we just bring in the whole crew.
I mean, I'm sure Anna wants to come for sure.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Anna, this is an awkward question. Statement. Go grab your son's corpse.
Yeah, we probably need that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we'll get him resurrected right away.
But we have the body prepared in a place. We just bring the abbot to where he needs.
Oh, okay. I mean, I guess
Okay,
that's fair. You don't want to be dragging your bodies or your son's body like through the town. That's fair. I get that.
a second funeral procession.
I mean,
Okay, yeah, then let Esmeralda meet the abbot. Irena's
Irena
gonna
can
check
see
out the snow.
her twin.
Doppelganger, yeah.
We can introduce them. You'll see Irena. It's real weird.
It's gonna be,
It sounds interesting, but and as you can see, like as you're entering in this tent, like she's like looking around this place, like you have like, and while she's kind of paying attention to the conversation, you can kind of see like there's faint glimpses of realization around her as she looks around and is starting to like feel like I've seen this place before.
Oh, in your dreams?
Quite possibly.
All right, I think we may have
you
found the right
married
area.
to Strahd?
Well, Irena, we're gonna take care of this dead child situation first, and then we'll get right on your dreams. So just hold tight.
Do we have like 10 minutes real quick for me to cast that find plants ritual? I would want to cast it now, so if we have to make hightail it out of here, we have a potential direction.
Hey Anna, Falco's he's really out of shape. He just needs like a 10-minute break real quick to like rest and catch his breath. Before we like walk up all
Rolling
those
in
steps.
the ground,
It
doing
just
fucking rain dances and shit.
I mean, we are within the city walls. I can meet you there.
okay, yeah. He needs a minute. Yeah, that's you go on ahead. We'll be there soon.
Okay. And so
That's my
Irena
ritual.
goes, Anna goes and heads out towards the abbey.
Cool. Do your thing, Falco.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. I just
I'm gonna play
cast my
that,
ritual real quick.
I'm gonna play that game with Robert while we wait, where you put like your hands like that, and the other person puts them on top, and you try to slap them.
I use while they're distracted with the game to talk about Saloon.
Of course.
Mm-hmm.
as
That was
as
his
you
game.
guys are as Falco's doing his ritual, you can kind of see like Irena starting to wander away from the group.
Don't.
Someone should probably watch her.
I'll stick with her. I'll keep an eye on him, and I'll just sort of
What?
not bother her, but sort of just keep an eye on, not too far away.
Okay, so you're just following her, keeping an eye on her.
Yeah.
Okay. So, Falco, you're still doing your ritual. Scroll, scroll, scroll.
Do-do-do-do-do.
Karabar, you're following Irena, and Arena's kind of like wandering through the town. And a minute or two later, you see her stop as she reaches the kind of like northern area of this town, and there is a basically the image that she kind of described to you kind of like is standing right in front of her. You see this big pool of water. It almost looks like a fountain, and you can tell this is where the town gets its source of fresh water. Near it is like a gazebo that is has seen better days. It looks like a strong wind can blow it over at it. And near it, over the the pool, you see a statue of a man holding out his arms in kind of like a receiving fashion. And once she sees that, she stops and realizes it. She walks like almost like in a power walks towards this thing. Do you stay with her?
Yeah, sorry,
Sure.
I was muted. I would say, I would stay right on her tail, and then I would sort of, I would talk to her as soon as she stopped, and I say, "This is what you were looking for, right?"
She doesn't answer. She's really intently focused on this, and she walks up to the edge of this pool. And as she does, an image appears in its blue waters. A handsome youth of kind of a noble visage. The sadness in his eyes turned to sudden joy. Tatiana, he says, it has been so long. Come, my love, let us be together at last. Irena gasps and put her hands over her heart. My beloved Sergei, in life, you were a prince of a man of faith. We were to be married long ago. Has this blessed pool called your spirit to me? She reaches towards the water's surface, and a hand of water rises up to take hers. What are you doing?
Definitely like hopping in front, trying to be like, "Whoa, whoa, 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 whoa! We don't trust talking pools of water. Come, come." And I'm gonna try to pull her away.
Okay. So are you grappling her, like trying to like pull her away?
Well, if she's like violently fighting me back, then I mean, yeah, I'm gonna try to, like, try to get her to, like, yo, stop. Let's be reasonable. When has a talking pool of water ever been a good thing?
You go to kind of like place a hand on her shoulder to kind of like that, but she's showing force that she wants to grab it. And either you restrain her or like do a grapple check with her, or you let her grab the hand
I'll
because
grab
she's
the
not
hand.
responsive to you.
I'll grab the hand.
You grab the hand.
I grab the hand.
Oh,
While
Yeah.
simultaneously yelling out to the gang, Night Bears! Featuring an artist formerly known as Kazan.
So you're gonna reach out and grab her hand or the water's hand.
The water's hand.
Okay, so you reach out and you grab the water's hand. Your hand just kind of like passes through it like water, and it's just like kind of wraps around yours, and it's just like the hand keeps rising up higher to meet hers.
Okay, yeah, I'll yell out, Night Bears featuring Kazan, and if I have to grapple her to pull her back, I will.
She's about to grab the hand, so it's either you let her grab the hand, or you grapple her.
I will telekinetically shove her back.
oh,
Okay.
So she has to make a
So-
strength check, DC 16.
Okay. She just fails. Okay, so you go and you shove her back. She flies back and scoots and stuff like that. She's crying out Sergei's name, and screams out, and the force that puts them together, the hands start slowly receding back into the water, eventually disappearing.
Oh, Irena, we don't know what that was. Let's assess the situation, and if that is Sergei's spirit, then he'll still be there. Let's figure this out.
As you're like explaining this, as the hand in the water disappears, you see that Irena just like faints.
Oh,
She
fuck.
slumps to the ground.
Oh shit. I will look awkwardly around to make sure that that nobody thinks it was me, and then I will scoop her up and walk her towards the gang. And as I'm getting closer, but guys, something really weird just happened. I hope that the 10-minute ritual is done, and I have a unconscious Irena in my arms.
what did you do?
It was a talking pool of water.
Bullshit. What?
Yeah, the area that she saw in her dreams, it was over there. She described it. There was a pool, a gazebo, and a arms outstretched statue. The pool of water started talking to her. She said it was Sergei. The pool started reaching out towards her. She was going to reach to it, like Michelangelo's David, and I sort of pushed them apart, and she passed out. That's all I know.
Did your shove knock her out?
I don't think so. It doesn't generally do damage.
Hey,
Yeah, so
probably
this is
pull out later, huh?
yeah, this is definitely a something we need to unravel later when she wakes up, ideally. Can I make sure she's alive real quick, like pulse and shit?
Yeah, make a medicine check.
Cool. Okay, that is a dirty 20.
Yeah, you check her vitals, and she's perfectly fine. She just happens to be fainted.
All right, Jonathan. So while you were doing your ritual, Irena was like distracted or she got called or something and she started walking off. I followed her.
Mhm.
She went to the pool and the statue in the gazebo from her dreams. And then the pool of water started talking to her and it looked like her old boyfriend named Sergey. And then the pool of water started reaching towards her. I shoved her away. She passed out. I scooped her up and took her over here and relayed that to everybody.
Oh God! All right.
Yeah. So we gotta unwrap that fiasco here after we resurrect the child.
What did you say the spirit called her?
Uh, it called her the love. She called it Sergey.
Tatiana's.
Ah, yes,
Yeah,
yes, yes. I totally remember that. Tatiana.
so is she lying about who she is, or
She very well could be.
I mean, she said she. When was she adopted by the Burgermeister again? Because maybe this happened like before that.
But you don't forget an
after
egg.
she wakes up?
Yeah, I guess, yeah. Yeah.
So do we just carry her to the Abbot?
Yeah. I mean, I can carry her. It's
And
cool.
who's to say Abbott's not trying to steal her body too?
Right. Yeah, that could have been a ploy to get her body. Good call.
So maybe we shouldn't carry her to the Abbot.
Well, I'm not going in there anyway. I don't like that fucking guy. So
I mean, we can't leave her alone.
I'll hang out with her outside the gates of the Abbot.
Okay.
Okay.
Um. How big is the Abbott's house? Like from the inner workings where we were at to where Karabar would be staying. How far away is that?
I'm sorry, what was the question?
But how big is the Abbott's like spot? Is it like giant or is it kind of like reasonable size? Like is it more than
Well,
like 100 feet?
I mean, the overall like square footage of the abbey. Let's see. It's like about 200 square feet.
Okay. Um, I'm gonna use I'm gonna reach into the ground and grab some clay and press it together really hard. And I'm going to use my wild shape to create a familiar that looks very similar to Leek, but in black it's an owl. Uh, I'm going to leave it with Karabar and leave it the instructions like, "Come get me if anything goes wrong."
Okay. So, Karabar, are you just like gonna sit here in the town of Krezk proper with Irena, taking care of her while they go do business? I guess.
No, I'm gonna basically go with him to like the gate or wherever the beginning of the abbey, I guess, and sort
Mhm.
of lean her against a wall somewhere, and just wait for the gang to finish in there with the abbey, or with the abbot
Okay.
in the abbey.
So you're gonna carry her up all the way up to the abbey, right?
You say that like it's going to be difficult. Yes, yes, I'm going to do that.
I'm just because the actual pathway that goes up because the abbey is sitting up on a hill that overlooks
Right,
the
right.
town. So the trail that goes up to the abbey is like this big winding path that is maybe a mile and a half long. So if you want to carry her that whole way, that's fine. I'm just seeing what you wanted to do.
Yeah, yeah, that's what I'm doing.
Okay. All right. So 10 minutes plus pass since with Falco's or Falco, did you finish your ritual or did you stop doing the ritual to do this?
Oh, I imagined that I finished it. How long? How much longer did I have left, or you know, it's 10 minutes, so I don't know how long that whole process took.
No, because it like Arena started wandering off about a minute into your ritual, and that whole situation took maybe about 5 minutes total. And And then, so by the time Karabar can't start pulling the thing, her body back, you were just finishing up the ritual. So I'd say the whole
Okay, yeah.
scenario can take about 10 minutes.
Okay, cool. Yeah, I would have just been like, and scene. All
Mm.
right. Wait, what? She passed out. Yeah, that kind of thing.
And so, yeah,
Oh, can I give her a? I almost forgot to pass them out, but can I give her a good berry?
give who a good berry.
Arena.
Yeah, you're going to try to force her to eat it.
Yeah, essentially, like if it's like a health thing or like a sustenance thing or anything like that. Yeah,
I
try to.
mean, you can. Um, I'd say this will be in part with Karabar's medicine check that she looks healthy and fine. And it's just that she just
Okay.
happened to pass out from an event of some sort. Either you can try to forcibly wake her up, or you can and just let her wake up on her own terms. It's up to you. But it
Okay.
doesn't seem
Cool.
like it's a health thing, like she's like, she's dying or something like that.
Gotcha. But yeah, I still pass out the good berries.
Cool. 3
Very well.
each, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So you eventually get up to the door, the entryway of the abbey, basically the front wall, the front gate of the abbey. Um, Karabar, you do see like there's a like kind of like a covered spot at the gate where you can like lean her up against the wall and either sit with her or stand nearby or something like that.
I'll just stand nearby.
The gate is opened, as you can probably see that Anna has already been here and opened the gate and has proceeded.
All right, guys. I'll meet you guys out here.
Yeah, and I leave my my familiar, and with the instructions of come get me if anything goes wrong.
Sure, sure. The rest of you go in. You're not meted. Uh, the two mongrel folk that greeted you before are not here. But you kind of remember what the place was when you were first here, so you kind of follow the same path and meet up to the courtyard. Um, Everything there is still the way that it was. You still see the same person or thing that's chained up. All the boxes still contain creatures in there, and they kind of react to your presence, making a bunch of noise. Um, Once that kind of happens, you see the main door of the entryway to the abbey proper. It opens up, and you see the mongrel folk with the wolf snout like peek his head out and says, "Oh, you've arrived as well. Come." And he kind of like leads you in through the door.
Oh,
Can I look around to see if they're like stalking us, these creatures? Because I know at least one of them was sneaky as hell.
Make a perception check.
All right, cool. I would 26. I would say that in each of their heads, like we might be being followed. We definitely were last time we came in.
So you take a look
Can
around
I have
and you
guided
kind of like
myself too? By the way, it might be too late, but
that's fine. You take a look around and you kind of drown out the noise of all the other noise that's going around to see if you can either listen, hear, or see anything. But so far, no. You still get this uneasy feeling that maybe you're being watched, but for the most part, you don't see anything obvious that you're being followed.
okay.
Anyways, you are led through the doors to the main hall. As you enter, gentle sounding music trickles down from above, played on a single stringed instrument by some unseen master. The ground floor is one large 50-foot square room with arched leaded glass windows. A cauldron sits on an iron rack above a fire and a hearth, while above the fireplace mantle hangs a golden disc engraved with the symbol of the sun. In one corner, a wooden staircase climbs to the upper level, while in another corner, a stone staircase descends into darkness. Several chairs surround a wooden table that stretches nearby the length of the room. Wooden dishware and gold candelabras are neatly arranged on the table, standing behind which is a young woman with alabaster skin dressed in a torn and soiled red gown. Her auburn hair is neatly bundled as not to touch her soft shoulders. She seemed lost in her own thoughts. And
is this the same girl we saw before?
yes, this is the same woman that was at the Abbot's side. And there you do see the Abbot there next to her, along with Anna, who has splayed out the wedding dress for you.
Wait, Anna had it? Oh, okay. It's all good.
No, yeah,
Sorry.
I thought Robert had it, right?
Yeah, I was muted. So yeah, I'll pull the wedding dress out of my bag and I'll
I thought you
Hand it
gave
out.
it to Anna, though.
No, we want us to get the deal so that we can use the three, and
Yeah.
because she only got one,
Yeah,
which is a
so
shitty
she
deal.
walked off on her own just to be there, but like the idea was she couldn't get the credit without us.
That's the plan.
Yeah, she was already rushing us.
I guess that's what I get.
I
for it.
remember I tried to give it to Anna and they were very insistent that I keep it.
Okay, so we'll retcon that, and we'll say that Anna's there without the dress, and is basically waiting for you.
Cool.
Okay. Yeah, as soon as we arrive and meet the Abbot, I'll pull the dress out of my bag. That's fine.
So yeah. So you present the dress, and the Abbot looks over. It says, "Ooh, this is wonderful. This will do just nicely." Anna speaks up and says, "So you will grant our wish then?" "Yes, I see why not. You worked both together, and you both have brought me this gift, and I'm a very giving person. So I shall grant both of you. I will raise your son, and you, adventurers, shall have 3 attempts of bringing back, in case one of you fall, or maybe if you have found another as well."
Oh, sweet.
Nice.
What if it's just a head?
We asked this, didn't we? We have to bring him a body.
Okay.
Oh.
All right.
While we're chilling, can I mind to mind talk to the girl and just say, can you understand what I'm saying? Blink twice if yes.
No response.
Okay, no blinks. She hasn't blinked. Oh God. All right.
No, yeah, you're watching her, and not only does she not blink in response, she just doesn't blink in general.
Oh,
Like you watched her for a solid 5 minutes, no blink.
Gross.
Good to know. So and I get the sense there's nothing going on up there. She's just
Yeah.
motor functions and a heartbeat.
Pretty much. Yeah, autopilot all the way.
And this, and like, it's sort of out of game, but like, so Strahd wants like that. This is the goal. Like he wants just a person who is like comatose essentially, just to like what hook up with. Like what's the goal here? Like it seems so weird.
I mean, I think the point is that it's not really going to work. It's just like a desperate attempt by the townspeople.
Hmm.
You know?
Gotcha.
Yeah, I think the
Yeah.
abbot thinks it might work.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because it's something that he would be into. But yeah. Okay. All right. If someone brought me a brain dead girl, I would love it.
Right? Projecting a little bit from the Abbot? Yeah.
Yeah, right, exactly. Oh man. Okay, but yeah, sorry. I just had to get that out.
Right. So,
That's sweet.
as well, with this quest concluded, I believe I have some business to take care of. Anna, please show me. And so, um, Anna and the abbot start leaving.
Abbott, before you go, I don't mean to impose, but I remember last time we had a rude friend with us, and that was the reason why we weren't able to see your premise. After being able to solve your issue, I was hoping that we could be allowed to walk your premises and kind of see what you have going on. You know, obviously plan not to touch anything, but it would be just for curiosity's sake and interest. I would like to see it.
Hmm. He stands there momentarily, like pondering. Um. Yes, I believe that could be as additional thanks, as more of a, I guess, physical way of expressing my gratitude. You have some um, gifts that I can offer that you may or may not use if needed, but this can also be a form of, I suppose. Um, Once I am finished with my duties with Anna, I will be back and I would be happy to give you a tour facility.
Thank you very much, sir. Yes, we have a couple of things. How long do you think it will take you to finish your mission?
Ooh, not very. I'd say an hour at most.
While this
Oh,
is happening, this is going to be so weird. Can I just book it out of the Abbot back to Karabar?
So it's like suddenly just Robert runs out the door.
Correct.
So, yeah, you got you book it out of the main hall and stuff like that, and it's like um everyone is kind of caught off surprise, and Abbott looks like confusingly like at everybody else in the party.
have you ever seen the play Forrest Gump? Sometimes when they need to run, you just gotta let them run.
Yeah, he does.
Indeed.
That's fine.
There is a point to it. There is a point to it. My plan is while Falco's still talking to him, I want to try and get back to Karabar and Irena and just pick up Irena and be like, the Abbot's leaving, he can't see Irena, and I want to just try and run, I want to beat the Abbot back to town so that he doesn't see Irena, since we just basically carried her right to him.
That's a good point.
It's a bad idea.
Okay. So I mean, like they're in no hurry. So Anna and the Abbot like they're like walking towards the gate and stuff like that, taking their time and stuff like that. So yeah, with Robert like full bolting, just sprinting over there, and able to pick up Irena, no problem, just to get her out of sight.
Yeah, okay. I mean, I'll yell at Karabar what I'm doing, like, gotta go. Abbot's coming.
Yeah, I'll help. Oh, sure,
Yeah.
yeah. I'll like grab her legs, and you're obviously doing most of the carrying. I'm just sort of there.
Yeah. Yeah. That is
So-
the plan.
And my familiar will be flying with you guys too.
That's true. Yeah.
all right. So the abbot and Anna are leaving. What are the rest of you doing?
I mean, I'm so confused. Like he just took off. So I guess I'm gonna kind of go out and try to meet up with the homies outside. I mean, we only have an
Shit.
hour left before they're supposed to come back, so it's not really too long. How
Sure.
far
Yeah,
away were
you.
any? Oh, sorry.
So you go ahead, like after, like whatever Robert was run off to. Um, you kind of follow the Abbot and Anna up to the gate, and you see that Irena and Karabar are nowhere to be seen, including Robert. Like they've just kind of not at the designated meeting spot.
Okay. I think I would start putting two and two together at this point. Robert ran out. They're not here anymore. I think Robert would have at least said like follow me if they were like if it was like a fight. So I think Falco's trying to put it in two and two together and just like oh yeah do you want any backup while you go? We can potentially escort you to your destination.
No, that would not be necessary.
Oh yes. Okay. Well, like I said, we'll be here. Just generally in town. If you need any assistance or anything, just I guess I actually don't have a means for you to communicate with me, but I imagine you have something going on.
Indeed. And so he walks off.
Cool. Are Karabar and my familiar within 100 feet of me?
Yeah, your familiar is definitely like within range, so you can pick up on like your familiar, and if you want, you can take a moment to kind of like uh, uh, transfer your vision to it, and you see that it's
Yeah.
with, and you can like now finally put the things together. It's like, oh, okay, they're doing something, um,
Hmm.
and so you kind of flash back to yourself, and so you and Leek are just kind of standing there at the entrance with whatever you want to do. If you want to go and try to find them, or if you just want to wait for them.
Yeah, I think I'll kind of let the abbot get further away before we start, doing stuff. In the meantime, like I look over at Leek and say, "Hmm, seems like we don't really get much time to hang out, you and I. Uh, so this is nice, huh? Just some people, birds, and people could turn into birds. Just kind of having a good time. Just
What's it?
really making awkward small talk.
What's it like having scales?
You know, not great. Sometimes you have an itch underneath your scales because the scales don't actually have feelings. There's like meat underneath it, so you have an itch, but you can't quite get to it. It's really kind of a burden, but what can you do?
Just make awkward small talk for a minute.
Because I feel yeah, feathers, huh? Like I imagine I would kind of like between warging into my bird, and kind of figure out where they're at and kind of just make that journey to where they are.
Right. So then, Karabar, and Robert, what are you doing with Arena's body?
I imagine we're trying to stay away from them and then like stow her behind like a building or something. Uh, Robert's mostly leading charge, so wherever he wants to put her.
Yeah, she ran to the bathroom, so
Okay, the nearest alleyway,
Nice.
we just sort of stow her.
Okay. All right. So, time has passed. I guess in the meantime, while we wait for Robert, anything you guys wish to accomplish?
About how far away were the plants after I finished my ritual?
Were you kind of doing the same thing?
Yep.
From here,
They're waiting on you. They were waiting on you.
Oh, sorry. I'm back.
you get
Make sure that
you
nothing-
pick up some more pings that are scattered throughout, like all like encompassing. But if you take reference to the map as far as how far those pings are, you get the general idea that a lot of these small pings are within the depths of the nearby woods.
Okay. So this is a pretty common growing item. They just kind of grow in like heavily forested areas.
Yeah, you kind of get the idea that it's like it's not super. Of course, you haven't seen one in person, so you don't know exactly how much um, use one ping would be, whether it be like able to, if it's a big bush and has a lot of like, or a small bush that has a lot of things to offer, like leaves and materials, or if it's something sizable but it only has like one or two items that you can pick from it. Um, but yeah, it dots the land, but it's only in secluded areas that you kind of find that are dangerous in nature, especially to Barovia.
Gotcha. Okay. Yeah. Cool. So I'll just I'll let the group know that I'm starting to realize that they're pretty common around here. Just hard to get.
Robert's back.
Sorry, guys.
No problem. So, Karabar has mentioned that you and him have stashed in a nearby alleyway with Irena's body.
Yeah. That was
Um,
cool. Yeah.
a little bit of time has gone by. What do you do from there?
Uh, I mean, I guess we should probably get her like somewhere safe, right? Should we wait for the others? I just didn't want the abbot to see her. Can we see like the pathway from the abbey from the alley that we're in?
I'd say you can. The abbey is very kind of like front, so like you can like see the abbey from pretty much anywhere in town, and the town itself is kind of like it faces the abbey mostly. So yeah, I'd say you easily see the abbey, anybody that's walking up and down and stuff like that.
So I guess obviously we wait for the abbot and Anna to leave.
Hmm. And over time, you do see two figures heading down and away, and towards like deeper into the town.
Towards the
And then
burgomaster's house.
yeah, I guess I'd turn to Karabar and be like, do you want to take her somewhere, or do you want to wait for the others?
Could I potentially, just to keep her like safe and away, uh, find a place that is near the town center, but off the side, if that makes any sense at all. Set up my tent and just put her inside my tent, and then just sort of like wait outside my tent for everybody to finish with the abbot.
Yeah, that's no real problem. You do find like a not necessarily a secluded area, but you do find an area that's kind of out of the way. It does have a lot of vegetation, like some trees and stuff like that, and you're able to like in the shade kind of pop up a tent and mm, lay her down comfortably and just kind of stand guard.
Okay. Yeah. All right. I got this, Robert. If you wanna head up back up to the abbot, I'll just keep an eye on her and make sure she doesn't, go near any more talking pools of water.
Okay, yeah, probably a good call. We'll be back, and I'm gonna book it back to League and Falco.
And so after some time, Falco Leak, you see Robert running back up to the Abbey's
T1000, just perfect form, just Jesus.
So, what the fuck, Robert?
I
Yeah,
didn't
weird.
want him to leave. He was leaving. And Irena was right there. I didn't want him to walk out and see her and be like, oh, she's even better than what I made, because she is. Craftsmanship's
Yeah,
a little shoddy. And then try and take her.
that is
That's
a
fair.
fair point.
I mean, we went through
Um,
trouble to protect her. Like, I don't want that to be in vain. We did too much work.
Okay, some sunk cost.
Yeah,
Got it.
return on
yeah.
the investment.
Yep.
Um, yeah, so I guess let's go try to wake Arena up and figure out what's going on here.
What's Esmeralda doing throughout all this?
That's a good point.
She was just kind of keeping quiet and observing. Just like taking in the strange oddness that is this group that she agreed to accompany.
What'd you think of the abbot?
Well, I've met him before, and he's still kind of creepy to me.
Uh-huh. Yeah, that's true.
He a bit of a creep for sure.
He be creeping.
Yeah, I'm not entirely sure of his intentions, as his plan is definitely not sound. But to be honest, I think he's gone a bit mad.
Having me all.
True.
And can I start putting an actual effort into waking Arena up? You know, if I have like some sort of like smelling salts or something, I don't know. Like I have an herbalism kit, I'd imagine it has somewhere and something like that.
Yeah, so like you follow Robert down into the spot where Karabar waits with the ring and go into the tent, and I'd say give me if you're gonna try to raise her up, like give me a medicine check.
Okay. I'm gonna guide myself on this one because I want to try to do well. Okay, so all right, 25.
25 easily enough. So yeah, you pick a few herbs that have like a really strong scent and stuff like that. You mortar and pestle them and kind of like put some under her nose, and she startles awake. It's like, what? Where am I?
Hmm. You well, tell me, do you recognize me?
Um, she takes a moment and like blinks a few times and looks around. It's like, oh yes, Falco.
Okay. Do you remember what city you were last in?
Um, Valaki, right?
Hmm.
No.
Okay. And I asked her, what was the name? It started with a T. I missed
Tatiana.
it, but Tatiana. I say, and who is Tatiana?
Tatiana, the name sounds familiar, but I don't know off the top of my head.
Okay. Last question. Who is Sybil? Is
Sergey.
that the name?
There you go.
Sergey, sorry. And who is Sergey?
Sergey. Again, the name sounds familiar, like a name from the past, but I don't know anyone personally named that.
And can I try to insight?
Yeah, go ahead.
All right. Uh, yeah. 18.
18. You like look at her reactions as you give off these questions and stuff like that, and she looks at you with absolute confusion. Both at like where is she, how'd she get here, what happened, why did she like wake up like this and stuff like that. She's absolutely confused, but to her, as far as the questions, she generally has no idea.
All right,
Okay.
Falco. Easy. Do you, Irena? Do you remember coming to Krezk? Do you remember having strange dreams? Do you remember any of that?
I I remember dreams. Um, I think I remember asking you for a favor.
Yeah, we
It's all
escorted you to
very
Krezk.
hazy.
Yeah.
Do that thing you did to me when I was possessed when we first met you.
Sure. Yeah. I can try that. Sure. Let's see. I'll grab my amulet and say, this won't hurt. And I say a quick prayer to Saloon, and I cast Lesser Restoration on her.
Okay. Um, you cast a spell, and a warm light kind of like envelops her. Um, and it soon fades and stuff like that. And she says, "Well, I certainly feel better, but my memory certainly hasn't cleared up. It's still foggy and hazy as far as why I'm here and what had happened."
Mm,
And this is going to take a while, but can I ritually cast detect magic?
Sure, I'd say that you kind of got the idea and started doing this while Karabar was doing his things. So it only takes like a few moments later, and yeah, you cast detect magic, and you don't get a sense of any magic or magical presence nearby.
Mm,
maybe
okay.
we should retry the experiment. Did everyone come down here, or is it just
It's
Falco?
all of us.
All of us? Okay.
I think it's everyone. Yeah.
Should
Yeah.
we take her by the pool again and see if it tries to reach out again?
So wait, before we do that, did just because I wasn't there, I need a bit of a descriptor. Did the water shape into a person and try to grab her?
No, so what had happened was Arena had gone up to the pool and saw an image in the reflected in the water of a person. That person then called to her into her name or into a name Tatiana, and she replied Sergey. And the image reached out from the water, and the water formed a hand and was going to grab hers. And that's when Karabar intercepted and pulled them apart.
Yeah, so I think we should take her back to the pool, see if we can recreate the incident, and maybe.
And this body of water, is you say it's a pool or is it like a lake? It's a river.
It's a pool. It's like it's a watering hole more or less. This is where the
Okay.
village's main source of water comes in from outside the walls.
So not that deep then.
No, no, it's like only a few feet. You could stand in it.
I mean,
Okay.
is she okay with trying that again? Maybe we should tell her what happened and ask her.
I think she's gonna remember.
That's fine.
Yeah,
That's why we.
I'll relay to her with the incident. You went over there. You said these names. These names were said to you. It reached out to you. I pushed her away, and you passed out. Are you cool with us trying to recreate that so that we can maybe get to the bottom of this?
You
I'm,
might die.
I guess so. I don't remember any of those events.
Yeah,
Well, maybe try not to pass out this time.
yeah, yeah. Try
No
not.
guarantees.
You just gotta focus really hard.
All right, so you guys are gonna take
Karabar,
her over there.
Yeah, we'll take her down there.
Karabar, do you have the spell protection from good and evil?
I do not know.
Okay, neither do I.
I'm
Yeah.
all the protection you guys need.
Yeah, it'll be fun.
Yeah, we haul her. Well, we escort her over there and see what happens.
All right, so you bring her over to the
Oh,
the.
could we have gotten a short rest while we were trying to like wake her up and
Oh
all
yeah,
that
that's no
sort of
problem.
stuff?
Yeah,
All
yeah.
right, cool.
So you bring her over to um the pool there, and nothing happens.
She looks into the pool. Nothing happens.
Yep. She walks up to the water. She looks down. She sees her reflection.
Mm,
Nothing's happening.
Can I cast detect magic over here on around the pool?
Yeah. You go and you cast detect magic, and there's nothing magical that you can sense.
My staff?
Yeah. Other than like the obvious things, like
Oh, okay.
staff and stuff like that, but
My shit just doesn't work.
anything out of the ordinary or that's not originally part of your person's or group.
Okay.
It
Speaking of
wasn't.
staff, Leek, do you want to maybe touch the pool? See if you can like touch the bottom, just as a sanity check.
Yeah, I'll dip my bird leg in it.
No,
Touch
go with
the
the
bottom.
staff.
Oh, that would have been smarter, but no, I'm committed.
You
No.
the lip is pretty high. So I'd say you jump onto the lip and you kind of like dip a toe in there. So far you don't feel a bottom, but your foot goes into the water. It's icy cold. But yeah, nothing happens.
I'll hop in. See if I can hit the bottom.
So you hop in, and because of your small size, you're able to like fully submerge into this water before hitting the bottom. Um, and basically you're swimming in it now. And yeah, it's freezing cold, but yeah, nothing happens.
It seems like a normal pool.
I'll grab Leek and I'll pull him out of the pool.
I cast create bonfire relatively close, so you warm yourself up a little bit.
Thank you.
Good.
Wow. Must
You're
have been a
welcome.
one-time thing. It totally happened. Trust me. That's what happened.
Yeah, right. Insight check. Would you trust to attack this girl by a pool?
No, it for sure happened.
10.
I'm not lying. That's what happened.
Maybe you've gone too long without seeing the moon, man.
That's true. But it happened. It for sure happened. So maybe we'll run into another body of water and something similar will happen, and you guys will see. But I mean, at least it's a good thing it didn't happen again. Maybe we dodged a bullet.
Mm, Maybe we dodged a bullet.
Yeah, we're a team.
So you say.
Well, I mean, I hate to beat a dead horse here, but let's go get some pies.
That's yeah. I mean, it's kind of a dead end here. Her dreams just told us that she might be called Tatiana. She knows someone named Sergey, but she doesn't remember any of that. So maybe we go chase some of our other leads and, in the interim, get pie.
I think we should get the seeds and possibly swing by the pie stand on the way.
Definitely
Yes.
swing by the pie stand on the way.
On
You
one
promised-
condition.
You all promised we
We
could
said
go get
eventually.
pies.
Eventually.
On one condition. I packed a bunch of detection spells, and I want to run this pie through a couple of tests. If it can pass scrutiny, you know.
I
you
mean,
guys
we kind of
can
ran the
be these,
ultimate
pie
test
addicts.
by eating it and ingesting it and having a good time. That is the ultimate
Well, I mean, you
test.
failed the test by being comatose for an hour afterwards. So
You never had the itis. It was just a good pie.
yeah, there's a difference between itis and comatose.
Uh,
I don't really care what your tests come up with. Like,
yeah.
I'm eating the.
As long as the
As you guys
test.
are
What?
having this pie discussion, Esmeralda comes in and is like, that's where I heard that name from.
Uh,
What?
what's that?
What?
The witch?
No, the
Pies?
Sergey and Tatiana. The names were racking in my mind, and I know I've heard those names before. Those are the Sergey. Tatiana was Strahd's love interest
Hmm.
from long ago. Sergey is Tatiana's lover that she chose over Strahd.
Oh, oh, oh. So I in Esmeralda's mind say, so are you suggesting that this is a reincarnation
Very
of
well. It could be. The Irena could well be the reincarnation of Tatiana from long ago.
mm,
As the inner workings of Barovia is, the souls cannot depart from this realm. They are just recycled.
Uh,
None of it. So we could get what was his name?
Kazan? Van Richten?
We could get Zerser back.
Yeah, Zerzur's
Oh,
soul is just kind of floating around in Barovia purgatory, which is not a pleasant thing.
he's following us around and judging us.
hates Care Bar. This guy's
You're
a secret
speaking the
request
dead
me.
thing there, Bar. You're speak to the dead spell. Can you just do that into the ether and like talk to spirit, or
Unfortunately
do we need
not.
remain?
I can only do it to a corpse. Unfortunately.
And there is
And that is the one thing we did not have. 'Cause he was eaten alive, and there was not a body afterwards.
Right. Uh, Unfortunate. But, now I'm here. So, if anything, your guys are better off. Because, I mean, now have the blessing of Saloon just with you at all times.
Mm.
I don't know. Zerzer made a lot of our decisions for us. It like alleviated a lot of the pressure.
Yeah.
I can make decisions for you guys. I mean, I'm super open to making decisions for you guys.
But they've always turned
Yeah,
out poorly.
yeah, exactly.
Oh, wow.
Like when Zerzer made bad decisions, it just affected him.
Yeah.
Getting
Make
eaten
bad
by a
decisions.
boar. The rest of us survived.
Well,
You know?
the
Facts.
Tatiana or the Esmeralda kind of chimes in and says, "Well, I mean, if you're really caring for this character you're talking about, there's only real two ways you can bring him back: either with a true resurrection spell, or uh, wait for him to be reincarnated into another being. He could be
How long does that usually take?
reborn.
What's like the
Who
average
knows?
turnaround time on reincarnation?
I'm no expert at this. I have no idea. I just happen to know the overall lore of the place."
Well, Irena, you may not remember, but your whole sort of mission was to come here and see this pool. What do you want to do next?
Yeah, like Arena's kind of like listening to all this, like kind of like making things click, and it's like that must be why Strahd has always had an interest in me.
Makes sense.
I mean,
I have no idea. I mean, the only thing I can think of is to go back to Valaki with, and stay in its walls with my brother.
Are you open to marrying Strahd?
No, why would I ever do that?
Well, I mean, he's got a thing for you, and maybe you could save all of Barovia much hardship
By doing what?
By marrying a man that
marriage.
loves you.
He would just turn me into one of his spawn.
Well, I don't. Some people show love in different ways. I'm not. I don't know his love language.
Yeah, like the whole area is in turmoil because Strahd's just in a pissy mood, right? You marry
I-
him, no more pissy mood, better Barovia for everybody. Like you're taking one for the team is what we're asking. I just jumped in a
Like
cool
you have
lake.
like a boyfriend.
Just,
Oh my god, this poor woman.
just
You
This
think,
does not.
think about it. Well, we can take you back to Vallaki, but maybe think about saving
How
Barovia.
selfish you're being.
Yeah.
What?
Right, like you don't have to. I just don't want to take it off the table.
Yeah. Let's not make any decisions just yet.
Yeah. You're emotional right now. I get it. All the worst things you can say.
You're being hysterical.
What time
calm
of the
down.
month is it?
You should smile more.
Just all the worst. I love that. That's too funny.
That's great.
Okay, now that we're done being misogynistic,
Yeah,
let's-
right.
Should we head to find the seed that is by the south of the Wizards of the Wine? That seems to be the closest.
Well, I mean, are we escorting Irena back to Vallaki first?
Right. Yeah, that's a
then
good
would you
point.
follow that path around, head up the
Okay,
witch.
and you know what? I feel the witch is over here, isn't it? Right there.
Right there. Oh, that's even closer. Yeah, let's
Yeah.
hit Lalaki. Let's swing by that witch and then make our way down.
Okay. If we get the pies before we look for the seeds, I need you guys to promise me that you will stop talking about the pies until we have the rest of the seeds. At least to me. I'm tired of hearing about it. It's like Saloon. I don't care about the pies. Just you guys can talk to each other.
It depends how long the pies last.
No. I need this assurance.
I'm not going to be able to ration the pies.
I don't care about you rationing the pies. I just don't want to hear about it.
Yeah. I want to hear your crackhead withdrawals.
We'll get you. Hey, Falco, let's okay, idea. I just brainstorm. Let's get them journals so that they can write about the pies in the journals.
They've
And then
become
we
the
don't
best
have
poets
to.
of
They
all
can still
time.
express themselves.
How open are you guys to the idea of having a party chef?
Like bringing the witch with us?
Yes.
Ooh,
I mean, I don't care.
I like
That's
that
fine.
idea. Yeah,
You'll never hear me talk about a pie if I got a
He
pie
is
every day.
the embodiment of evil.
I think
so-
I
that's
mean,
the
but
new
like,
plan.
would we be, in theory, endangering her and ruining her business?
Oh, we'll be her business. I will keep her well paid to travel with us.
She
But
can
what
have
if she
every
gets
gold
killed
I
and
make.
you never have pies again?
Ooh, that's kind of always a chance in Barovia, isn't it?
I mean, but she's well protected in her windmill right now.
I
It's our-
will jump in front of every blade that is aimed at this witch.
I feel like that's a bad idea because you are the only one who can save the rest of us.
Right, and
You see-
I'll save her too.
This is my point.
I don't think it's a bad idea. We'll workshop it. Let's head to Vallaki, drop off the dead weight, and then head to that decrepit castle that is the Order of the Platinum Dragon.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yep, that's
Silver
a good
dragon.
What
plan.
day is it?
Right? I mean, it's probably dark by
Yeah,
now.
it's gonna
Yeah, I
be
figure.
it's like a day's travel between Krezk and Vallaki.
Yeah.
That's true.
What you doing?
Okay, yeah, so let's set up for the night, head out for Vallaki in the morning, probably have a nice little rest again, and then head on to the witch, see if she'll join us. And then we head to the castle.
Sounds like a sound plan.
All right.
I mean, I never got my promise.
Not getting one.
I'm gonna buy out all the pies. I'm still on the way.
With what money?
I have more money than you do.
Yeah, it's fair. I've lost hundreds of gold. I've gotten nothing out of it.
The Robert's actually only spent the clothes on the money for clothes, and that's it.
That is actually true. That is accurate. It's all I spent money on in this campaign so far.
Completely self-reliant. No food, no no water, just chilling.
Right. I mean, stays at the inns, but yeah, no, that's it. I'm gonna stomp on a pie every time I hear you talk about one.
All right, let's
This
set
is how
up
the Beatles broke up?
set up a quick camp and head out in the morning. Irena, you can use my tent. I'll sleep on my roll outside in the elements.
You want to climb into my bag? It's a full-size bag. I'm pretty small.
Oh, I've got a bag. She's got her own bag. I'm sure. She can use the tent.
Oh, you want to climb into my tent?
It's a 2-person tent, right?
Yeah, but, I mean, it's a one person, but I'm small.
Are you sure it's a 1-person?
Not 100%.
Because in my inventory, my tent says 2-person.
Oh. Hmm.
Oh, it is a
Bounce.
two-person.
Yeah,
Yeah.
most tents are 2.
Okay.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I did not realize. Yeah, it's a two-person tent.
Yeah. Irena and Esmeralda, you guys can use my tent. I'll bunk with Leek.
Yeah, I
I'll
like
stay
the
outside
bounce.
and you watch.
Okay. Just to remind you
oh.
about your little tour date you guys set up.
Oh, that's right. The Abbot was going to show us around.
I wasn't
Yeah,
there.
I was just about to say, I don't know if this might be too retrospective if it is cool, but could I have sent my familiar back so I can like know when the Abbot came back?
Yeah,
Say
I
it
could
about
say
an
like
hour
yeah,
ago.
like by the time you got into town, you can have sent your familiar to like sit above like the abbey walls and stuff like that, and just wait for his return. And during the whole shenanigans with um Irena, eventually you got a message from your familiar saying that.
Okay. Um, so any of the people who want to see where how the abbot is actually living, excluding Karabar, can come with. He is back home. We could see at least how it went. What Strahd said.
I mean, okay, if no one else is gonna.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
Why aren't you going
I definitely
alone?
want to go.
I am
Yeah.
going to head to the Burgomeister's house and check on Anna and the newly resurrected child, if that's possible.
Okay, that's fair, huh? I guess I'll stay here. The ladies, you know.
So it's just dejected the ladies.
So is it just going to be Falco and Leek that goes up to the abbey?
Mm-hmm.
I think so.
Okay. All right. So and Karabar, you're going to go there right now to go see everything.
Yeah, as they go to the Abbot, I'll go to the Burgomeister's.
Okay.
I'll send my familiar with Cal Karabar.
Sure. So, considering that the Burgomeister's place is a lot closer, and Karabar, you reach up to the Burgomeister's estate. You do see the guards there, and they see you walk up and they halt you. It's like, "What's your business?"
Oh, I was one of the ones that facilitated the resurrection of the Burgomeister's child. I'm here to, make sure everything's good and that he is doing well, and she's doing well. Anna, that is.
They look at the two guards, exchange glances, and one of them says, "Hold here," and goes in and enters the building.
Okay, yeah,
Um,
I'll talk the other guard's ear off about Saloon. You heard of Saloon, the goddess of the moon?
you Dr. Seuss now? Um, he kind of like just listens and nods and stuff like that, not really paying that much attention.
Mhm.
But a moment later, Anna does come out with the guard. Uh, she goes, "Yeah, I wanted to come out and personally thank you for assisting us in this matter. Um, I did invite you in, but we kind of want to take this moment alone as a family, as you know, it's kind of a sensitive thing right now. But we can make more proper introductions in them.
Good. Yeah, I just really wanted to check and make sure. So he has been resurrected and he's doing okay.
Yes, the abbot was true to his word. He has been raised and is currently resting.
Ah, thanks, Saloon. I hate to do this, but I am also trying to facilitate myself to resurrect individuals as well, and the components for such a spell are rather expensive, as I'm sure that the abbot conveyed to you. It, I just need maybe 300 gold to buy enough to resurrect one of my own allies in case they go down with like the unfortunate event that happened to your son.
You see her kind of taking this information. Um, and, let me pass it on to the Burgermeister, and the first thing in the morning, we'll see what we can do.
Okay, great. And any other thing that you guys need, I will help you with anything else afterwards as well.
Thank you.
I'm glad to hear he's okay and have a nice evening.
As do you.
Yep, and I'll break away, and I'll say don't to the guard like don't forget about Saloon. If you ever need to know anything about him, I'll be in town for a little while, and I'll head away.
All right. With that taking effect, Arthur and Leek, you head back up to the Abbey, um, and you're at the walls, and the mongrel folk person that you've met previously pops out and says, "You've returned. Follow." And so it leads you back into the main hall that you made the exchange, and Abbott's there along with the lady. And oh, you've returned, I suppose. There's a lot less few of you around here. Something the matter?
No, we have a lot of things, a lot of irons in the fire, as I'm sure a man as prolific as you are can understand. We sometimes have to divide our attention, but we wanted to make good on our appointment.
I see, very well. Let's see, where shall we begin? And he
Oh, and before we walked up, could I cast detect magic right before we get to the gate?
yeah, yeah. So how long does that last?
10 minutes.
10 minutes. Okay, so you have that going. So far from what you've seen, there hasn't really been too much or actually anything that's glowing, signifying magic, but you have
Okay.
that
What
going
about on
for you.
him?
On him, it's funny. Uh, he does give like his whole person, like his whole like body gives off um a bit of a glow. Um and it rings out more but it's strange. Like it's a different glow that you seen from like magical objects that have like a particular sheen. This one is different.
Is there a school of magic that it seems like is emanating?
It's very reminiscent of divination, or not divination. Is it divination? Yeah, yeah, divination magic.
Oh, okay.
Interesting.
Okay. Very. Okay. And nothing. Oh, and is the girl with him still? She's
Yeah,
not there anymore, right? There she is. What
uh,
about her?
yeah. She does emanate a little bit, a faint bit of necrotic.
Gotcha. Okay, makes sense.
And so he leads you up. He has you going upwards, and he brings you up, and he like makes a notion to a room or like a door. It says this would be where this is the foyer. Um, it is basically an office and stuff such. Nothing particularly goes on in there. How about we just say he leads you down to the bottom first, because that's a lot more easier to record. Okay. So he leads you down a flight of stairs.
Is this a map Tailspire or anything?
No, it's not.
Okay,
I
gotcha.
couldn't find anything like that, so I have to kind of do this from D&D Beyond.
No worries.
And let's see. Okay, so he actually he leads you outside the main hall. He doesn't take you down the stairs. He leads you outside the main hall and back out into the courtyard. He's like, obviously, this is the courtyard. This is where we restrain most of the more unruly part, residents here. Just to protect from harming themselves and others.
Leek puts his hand up.
Yes.
How many creatures do you have?
There are a number. I believe there is a lot. I'd say roughly about 20 or so.
And did you create all of them yourself?
I had a hand in their creation, yeah.
What was the purpose initially?
It was a way for me to ease their suffering, but something went awry.
You didn't
As you
make
can
that.
see, these are the original inhabitants of the abbey. They already went mad from Strahd's influence. I was trying to help solve that issue, but it didn't work out the way I intended.
It
Therefore, I
seems
took it
like
upon
some.
myself to take care of.
It seems like some are a lot more cognizant than others. Why
Yes,
is that?
some had the effects of the change um, vary from person to person. Um, some had better results than others.
Where did the souls come from?
What
Like
soul?
about a month ago, did you get a fairly confident soul to fill one of these creatures?
These are the original creatures. They retain their original soul.
Ah, okay. Sorry, I was looking for somebody.
Strange little man. He escorts you across the courtyard, and he opens up a door that's on the opposite side of the courtyard. And so it leads into a corridor, and this lightless corridor has multiple doors behind which lie creatures that shatter the quiet with their mad cackles and whispered curses, and the stench is overpowering. This is where we keep the rest of the residents, the ones that are still maddened, but aren't as uh, destructive as the ones out.
Okay.
And you enter in. Um, and then he up and down, like as you turn down the corridor, and you see like basically a long hallway that's like flanked by like a number of like cells. They look like jail cells.
Mhm.
You see um you see a figure walking down the middle of the aisle. Even in the gloom, you can make out a monstrous shape lumbering down the hall. When the darkness can no longer hide its true nature, your eyes are treated to a terrifying 7-foot tall assemblage of human body parts.
That's a cool one. What's that one's name?
Oh, he doesn't really have a name. He just he was one of my first test subjects when I was creating the gift for Strahd. Um, not obviously he was just like a prototype. Didn't really have use for him afterwards, so I have him guarding the mongrel folk, making sure they don't.
Can I name him?
If you wish.
You should name him Falco, and then I give Falco a little jab in the ribs.
This guy.
um, and so like in the all the cages are full. Like you see movement in the cages. The abbot isn't really like escorting you down the hallway so you can view them better, but he just kind of like displays like this is this area. Moving on.
Is my detect magic still going, or is it out? It's 10 minutes long.
I'd say like you're just on the last bit of cusp of your 10 minutes.
Okay.
But like through your movement of this place, you haven't really detected anything like super magical.
Okay.
Maybe like faint resonance off of like certain creatures and people, but for the most part, nothing as far as items or anything worth of note.
Okay.
There's a set of stairs that are around the corner in that area that he leads you through, which bring you down to the wine cellar. It's like, this is our wine cellar. This is where we store some of the wines for uses, wine cellar.
You got any rare wine? I got a rare wine.
We just,
Yeah, well, I'm mostly just fucking with you as a DM.
no, the so we just have, whatever the Wizards of Wines. And it's like he like points, and you see like there's a couple shelves and stuff like that, and you recognize some of the bottles. Some of them are like the purple like grape Nash number 3, but you do see some bottles of Red Dragon Crush as well.
Nice. Okay. What else you got on this estate?
Just a note, Falco. Just as your detect magic is about to flicker out, you catch a glimpse of a magical item in there, and in one of the wine racks just before your spell stuffs out.
Did I catch a school?
It was a conjuration.
Okay. All right, cool.
Looks like you're falling asleep there a little bit.
Uh, I could make it 15 more minutes.
We'll say for the expedience of this part, he leads you through the rest of the abbey. There are definitely rooms and quarters, beds, and stuff like that. Most of which are not being used. You do run into a number of other mongrel folk that happen to be living outside of these that are not as mad, other than the original one that. And there's a lot of other rooms and stuff like that that he just like mentions, but doesn't actually take you in. So you do get a full layout of the place, and if there's any like actual questions that you wanted to ask him, you can go ahead and ask now.
So yeah, I would say like so as a such a prolific holy man, um I would imagine that your relationship with Strahd, someone who's you know maybe not nearly as pious as you are, would potentially be strained. How did you end up in a situation where you're making these creatures? I don't want to be offensive, but beings for him.
Well, I originally saw the plight of the people here and felt that I had a duty to relieve this curse that's been here for such a long time and causing such an inconvenience to these people. So I behooved myself to come here and help the people of this abbey. And unfortunately, things did not work out. But I should still persevere. And it's that perseverance that allowed me to come up with this plan to put an end to the suffering of the people of Barov.
Um, you seem extremely powerful. What keeps you from storming his castle, bringing the direct action versus this more passive satiate via bride plan?
It, violence would not solve anything. If anything, we should strive to find a peaceful answer to this.
See, we've been kind of on the fence about that ourselves. We've been told we're supposed to kill him, but like maybe just making him a little happier would work. We're thinking he's not all bad.
Or teach him how to manage resources better?
Yeah, maybe he's just inexperienced leading a city.
It's possible. The if you look into the story of him, he's a very uh, lost soul, and he just needs to have happiness brought back to him. And that's what I'm trying to do.
You got like maybe a book about his history or anything?
I don't have anything about him personally. I do have some historical books about Barovia itself that might reference him.
You
Those
mind
would be great if you would let us borrow those.
yeah.
Sure.
And
So he basically rounds everything back up back into hall. He disappears for a moment and comes back and has basically a old dusty tome, and this is he presents it to you.
um, and with all that being said, do you know how long Strahd has been the de facto leader of this land?
Oh, as far as the actual number of years, it's several hundred years. As the book you will see, this land in was actually a battleground. Um, he had fought. Uh, he was commanding a troop of his father's um, men. I forgot the name, but after the conflict was over, he took a liking to this land and decided to settle. And
See,
that's
so it's
where
definitely
Barovia.
originally.
Yes.
Okay.
So there, Stradin is in essence the creator of Barovia.
Okay. Well, thank you for the tomes. Thank you for the tour. Good old TNT. We'll catch up later.
Um,
See you if one of us dies.
I offer him a good berry and thanks.
He kind of plucks at it and stares at it and just kind of holds it while he's like talking to you. Yes.
One can give you nourishment for a full day, and it also you know makes the joints feel good. You know, makes kind of brings a level of relief to the body.
Intriguing.
All right,
All right. So pleasantries are exchanged and you guys part ways.
mm-hmm.
And
Sounds
then
good.
you guys go ahead and regroup back at the tent area and settle down for a long rest. Um, as you do, I'll say that you guys do level up again.
Woo!
Yes.
Oh,
Let's
fuck.
go.
Now I see
And
that.
with that level up, we'll also call it here for the night.
That's a good call.
Fuck
And
yeah.
we'll pick up next week as a new day dawns and new quests are being done. Thank you everybody for joining us tonight. Definitely come back this weekend as we continue our weekend gaming stream. Continuing with our Monster Hunter Rise series. And yeah, check out our YouTube channel for all our other D&D content if you're not caught up. And thank you for watching again. And we'll see you next time.